Type in your employee number next to user ID. It must be 5 digits long, so add zeros to the front if needed. Leave the password empty and click on the OK button. Click on the Add Modify Lockouts button. Click on the Add button to create a new lockout. Click on the drop-down arrow on the right side of the standard lockout ID box. Type the ID number of the equipment you want to lock in the empty box below Standard Lockout ID. You can also find the lockout by typing part of the equipment's name in the empty box below Standard Lockout Equipment. Once you find the equipment you want to lock out in the list, click on it and the following box will pop up. Click on Yes. The information for locking out the equipment you selected will appear. The list in the bottom shows each piece which must be locked out to do a complete lockout of the equipment you selected. If you think you don't need some of the items, inform your control room supervisor. If it is the correct item, then click on Save and inform the control room supervisor. If you accidentally picked the wrong equipment, click on the Cancel button and repeat from step 2.2. Click on the Log Off button when you are done. When generating a lockout, any line breaking permits, confined space permits, etc. that is part of the equipment lockout will be printed out as requested. Start the machine and run machine up to full speed from the local start-stop. Should the machine not start, contact your supervisor. The supervisor or plant electrician will then be required to observe that the worker places his lock on the correct starter for the machine he intends to work on. If the machine starts, take key tag, lock and scissors to Motor Control Center, or MCC room. Locate equipment number on MCC panel that matches equipment number in lockout tags. Whenever moving breaker handle to on or off position, always stand to hinge side of door, arm's length away. Then turn your face away from the breaker when turning it off. There is a possibility the panel could short out, sending sparks out around the door. Always wear dry leather gloves while handling breakers. Move the breaker handle to the off position. Depress the metal bar into the end of the handle to create an opening for inserting the scissors into the handle. Insert the scissors into the handle and attach the lock to the scissors. Place the lock tag on the lock and close the lock. Remove the key from the lock. It is important to keep the key and key tag with you at all times while working on equipment. If more than one person is working on the same equipment, each person must place their personal lock on scissors. Attempt to start the machine with the local start-stop switch again. If the machine doesn't start, lockout is confirmed and work can proceed. When the work on the equipment is completed and all guards, lids, safety devices, etc. are in place, Proceed to the MCC room to unlock equipment. Remove the lock with the lock tag from the scissors. Remove the scissors from the breaker handle. Always wear dry leather gloves when moving breaker handle. Always stand to hinge side of door, arm's length away, and turn your face away from the breaker when turning it on. Take the lock tag and the key tag to the control room. The control room foreman will then release the lockout from the Winstead system when he receives the tags from the worker. The equipment lockout will not be removed from the Winstead system unless lock tag and key tag are handed in. When lock must be kept in place past shift change, key and key tag must be placed in designated area, the key box in the control room or lock board in maintenance shop.